Hello, my name is Ariana Myers, and this is my video submission for the Teacher Disposition Self-Assessment Assignment. Within this video submission, I will be sharing which dispositions I currently possess, which ones I would like to strengthen before starting the new year as a teacher, or my first year as a teacher, and then what qualities I feel all educators should display. To start, some of the dispositions that I feel I currently possess, I would love to start with compassion. I've always believed that I am someone that naturally cares deeply for others, and I think a lot of that is just God's love, presenting itself through me. I always want to make sure that the people around me feel seen, supported, understood, and not even in a academic sense, but even in a personal sense. Celebrating their little wins, knowing what I can do to just be there for them and just be somebody in their corner has always been something that I have been just very passionate about. I think the second disposition is definitely my ability to reflect. I am actually a manager now as the current position that I have career-wise or job-wise. So that means I have to be very reflective. I have to make sure that I know where my strengths are, as well as areas where I fall short, and so that I can create a game plan for tomorrow or the next day, so that I'm always constantly improving and I'm not putting a ceiling on those around me, because I'm not putting myself in a position to grow, but growth starts with self-awareness, which starts with utilizing time to reflect. And then I think as far as some dispositions that I have to work on, I definitely know that I struggle sometimes with fairness. I think sometimes I can be a little bit too compassionate or a little bit too empathetic, and I struggle to kind of stick with policies and procedures and making sure that everything is consistent for every student. But I'm also someone that's like, okay, well, their dog did just die, so let me be a little bit more understanding of that, but also where do I draw the line where I stick to making sure that I'm upholding the rules and the policies so that it's fair for everyone. And then as far as professional conduct, I think that's another disposition I struggle with, more so in the sense of just like things like punctuality, making sure that I'm always showing up, positive attitude, smile on my face, ready to go. That can sometimes be a little bit of a struggle for me. I think as far as qualities that professional educators should display, sorry, I'm reading, that I believe that professional educators definitely should display a huge sense of integrity, patience, the ability to adapt, and then of course creating a respectful environment and have a desire to create a respectful environment in an inclusive classroom where every student feels valued, especially with just so much going on in the world today. You have no idea what somebody's life looks like once they step outside of your classroom, once they step outside of the campus. So if this is the one place where they can feel safe, where they can feel seen, where they feel like they have somebody who's genuinely in their corner, I have zero problem with that. But I think, one thing for me specifically that stood out with Grand Canyon University was the fact that we are a faith-based school, and that actually has inspired me to want to pursue a career at a faith-based school myself once I get my degree, once it's time for me to pick a site. I would love to do like a private Christian school or something along those lines, but something where I can definitely make a difference and I can fulfill the calling that I feel that God has put into my life, while also educating people about Him, and then also still being able to teach at the same time, and just being that role model for students who just might not have it. So I know I kind of got off topic a little bit, but I don't know, I was very excited about this assignment. But thank you so much for watching my video submission. I believe that every single disposition that I was able to read about is all very, very important, but those were definitely the ones that stood out to me the most. or that I feel like I'm the strongest in, and then of course the couple where I feel like I need a little bit of work on, and then just the qualities that I think an educator should possess in order for them to be successful within their classroom. So thank you guys so much for watching.